What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Crump side. Today, we're going against the 1 and 2 Minneapolis Mamoswines, and so far, we're 3-0. So we have not lost the match yet, and I am really excited because last season we lost so many, and so we're starting this season strong, which is very, very excellent. You can see I've brought in Nidoking, Emboar, Sigilyph, Clefable, Chinchino, and Magnezone. He's brought in the Probopass, Malamar, Mega Lopunny, Dusclops, Togekiss, and Ludicolo. Alright, didn't forget any names today? Awesome. And my team, let's talk a little bit about my team. So the physically defensive Clefable, other than that, fairly standard. I'm unaware, so I won't be taking any stat boost damage. Chinchino, it's your classic Chinchino with U-Turn, Rock Blast, Choice Banded, and I'll get all his moves on it. And Magnezone, I'm Assault Vested. I need my special wall just to counter the Togekiss in case that matchup happens, which you know it's gonna happen eventually. So that being said, I think I'm gonna lead off with Nidoking because Nidoking can add a lot of pressure to his team, and if he leads off the Probopass, I can go for an easy Earth Power or whatever. But yeah, Nidoking to me seems like the best choice. I'm hoping that this team puts in a lot of work. I didn't bring in Hippowdon or Mega Gyarados as I usually do. It's gonna be interesting. I want to see if my other team members can pull in their weight, like Chinchino. Slowly bringing out other team members. I found out that last week Emboar was helpful, so hopefully Chinchino can do something this week. So we'll start the match, and we got to be wary for that Mega Lopunny because Mega Lopunny really does check a lot of Pokemon on my team. So I know he's gonna be keeping that thing alive till the very end. So he probably won't be starting off with it. Obviously not. He's got the Ludicolo, and I lead in with Nidoking. So he's gonna switch out because I'm fearing that like a Scaldo Hydro Pump. I don't want to be taking a lot of damage right away, so I switch out. And he doesn't want to be taking a Sludge Wave, so he goes into his Probopass, also known as Mr. Potato Head. And yeah, so it's not a really good position for me. I need to get out of here because I don't want to be taking any Flash Cannons. So I switch into Garnet, aka my Magnezone, and I'm gonna eat up this Flash Cannon like it's nothing. It doesn't do anything at all, really. So I go for a Hidden Power Ground, and I'm Magnet Pull, so he can't switch out there. He can't switch out. He's stuck in here. Unless if he's got Volt Switch, he's essentially stuck in here. So he sets up his rocks because I don't know if he's got Volt Switch, but I guess he figures that setting up rocks is really important, and I would normally agree with you. So my team doesn't usually get hurt from rocks too much, so it's not too much of an issue, but it will come into play later. I find it does add a bit of pressure. So the smart play was to set up rocks. And he goes to the Kraken, and I know what this thing wants to do. It's a contrary Malamar. You know it's contrary. I've never seen any other type of Malamar. So I go into Fat Pika. So bringing the unaware Clefable really, really checks this thing because he decides to go for a superpower, and obviously that's not going to do a whole lot against me. Eat that up, again, pretty well, and he's going to get some stat boost. Now this is what I was afraid of, that he was going to start standing up on me, and I knew it was going to happen eventually. So to avoid that, yeah, I brought in the unaware Clefable, and you can see this is a critical hit. That does quite a bit, but I'm in a pretty safe spot here. I go for the Thunder Wave so I can heal reliably, and I can slowly do some damage. There's not a whole lot he can do. He might switch out, which is what I was thinking would happen, because after I go for a Moonlight, there's not going to be he's in a really tough spot because I can go for Moonblast, and this Kraken will slowly go down. He gets paralyzed, which is, you know, Parahacks, it does happen, and carrying Thunder Wave, it's unfortunate. He goes for another superpower, and it's not really going to do that much because, again, I'm unaware. So I decided to just go for Moonblast at this. No, actually, I don't go for Moonblast. I went for another Thunder Wave thinking he was going to switch out. Now I go for Moonblast, knowing that he's probably going to stay in. He's going to sack this thing off. I guess he doesn't have any way of healing it off, which is why he probably didn't switch off into the Togekiss, because I really thought Togekiss was going to be popping out. And instead of going for another Moonlight, I went for a Moonblast just to take this thing down. And I guess I did like 50 and 50, so this thing will go down. So that's 2 Pokemon down. Off to a great start. Gotta make sure not to stay too cocky or overconfident, otherwise I'm going to throw in the game. So he sends in the Patamon, and I knew this thing was just going to pop out, but I really have to make sure that it doesn't do anything like big on my team. I for sure thought he was gonna go for an air slash, and I'm guessing he was predicting the Magnezone to pop out, but I needed this to get this thing paralyzed, honestly. This thing, if it decides to go for air slashing, like if it wants to air slash my team, that's gonna be huge. So I needed to get it paralyzed. Now I switch out into Garnet, and I believe he's gonna switch out as well into, what does he switch out at this point? I think now Husk. Yeah, Husk decides to pop out, and I did some damage calcs on this thing. I looked it up because I know Husk is a really, really bulky Pokemon. With that Eviolite, it's going to do a whole lot. So I decided, I know I'll outspeed it, so I will switch out of there, and I'm going to bring in the Emboar because I know how much damage a Flare Blitz will do on Husk. It's going to do a whole lot. So he goes for a Will-O-Wisp. That's not going to do a lot. I probably should have gone for a Sucker Punch here, and really, I mean, that's super effective, but I don't know how much I would have done. And he went for a Confusion, so yeah. I was thinking this thing might have a Shadow Sneak, so that's why I didn't go for a Sucker Punch. So I just decided to go for a Flare Blitz. That's the better move. Just take it down, make sure it goes down. That's good. Honestly, I could have been Choice Banded. I probably should have been Choice Banded. Then that thing would have probably gone down in one turn, which would have been amazing because I would have taken less recoil damage plus Life Orb damage. But being Choice Banded would have also not let me go for the Sucker Punch that I need to go for against Lola, because Lola decides not to go for a Fake Out because I think there's really no point in going for a Fake Out. It will outspeed, and if I switch out, it will do more damage. So I do a little bit of damage with the Sucker Punch, not a whole lot, but you know, it's something. And so that Life Orb damage will get me that extra little damage, which is not bad. So I did some damage calcs. No, I didn't do any damage calcs. Never mind. Not on this turn. I wanted to see if I could survive this if I could, because I needed to Thunder Wave this thing as well if I could. But of course, I'm that low of a health. I'm not gonna eat up a return at all. No way. So now I have to take it down with Nidoking. This is where I did the damage calcs, and I found out it's a 2-hit KO. So really close. If I had rocks up, I think Lola would have gone down. Lola would have gone down, and yeah, you can see there. Ice Punch was a 2-hit KO as well, so he decides to switch out. And we go to Mirror B, who is not going to appreciate a Sludge Wave, because at this point, everything on his team will not appreciate a Sludge Wave. So that's a 1-hit KO. This thing goes down, which is super awesome. I'm guessing it had Fake Out. I really want to bet it had Fake Out. So the Lola pops out. See, this is where I wish I had Stealth Rocks, because now that Fake Out wouldn't be like so threatening. So now I switch into Magnezone because I know he can eat up a Fake Out really well, or any normal attack. Because, you know, Ice Punch, Fake Out, Return won't do a whole lot against Magnezone. So he needs to go for a High Jump Kick. And he misses. And that is huge, because had that High Jump Kick landed, I would have been in a really tough spot, because I think Mega Lopunny would have outsped all my other Pokemon. And those are easy 1-hit KOs against my team, because the rest of my team are either really low damage or really frail. Except the Magnezone, which is why he really needed to miss. So luckily, Assault Vest damage or Assault Vest does protect me from that Flamethrower just a little bit, and I'm able to take down this Togekiss with a Flash Cannon. So I think that match was a lot closer than the score. That high jump kick miss, I think, is really huge. It was really, really huge. I don't know how the game would have turned out had it landed. It would have been a lot closer for sure. But yeah, that miss, I was really banking on that missing. And I really needed to set up rocks as well. Had I had brought my Hippowdon, I would have been in a lot better spot than Chinchino. So I'm gonna have to see what I'm gonna do about this Chinchino. It's gonna be a real kind of niche Pokemon. It might not do a whole lot for me, but I'll have to see. I'll have to see how this turns out. Overall though, I'm pretty happy with how Nidoking still managed to help out. If I was Life Orbed, if I was a Life Orb, I would have taken down the Lopunny. So though I kind of have to be Scarf to outspeed it as well, but you know, that's kind of interesting. Because if I was Life Orbed, I think I would have taken it down, but I won't outspeed, but it would have gone down. So yeah, that was a bit of a risk, but I think I would have had the match either way. Close game though. I think we're on break next week, but the next battle I'm going against is the Buffalins, and I haven't looked at their team yet, so I'll have to start preparing for that. And I'll have to see what I'm gonna bring in and start trading. Chinchino, I don't know how much use it has on my team. Chinchino, same with the Salamence and the Hitmonlee. Yeah, those are Pokemon, and the Sneasel, of course, but I don't think anybody really wants to trade that. So I might drop Sneasel. Overall though, my overall team was reliable, and I think they really helped me pull through the win. So that was awesome. And yeah, so far 4-0. So we're looking really, really good at the start of the season. I think we're leading the whole league so far. Some people still need to do their matches, and we'll see how we're doing after they're done theirs. So yeah, that's pretty much it. See you guys next time. Be sure to check out Cap's channel. Oh, not, I keep saying his channel. We're on the same channel. Cap's team, the Toronto Staraptors, and yeah, they're doing pretty well. I gotta say, they're doing pretty well. I'm looking forward to battling them towards the end of the season. That's when we battle. It's gonna be a while, but I know it's gonna be good. So yeah, next time. I'll catch you guys next time, I guess. All right, bye.